Round number 2, we're on Dragonshire, another best of 1 before we're heading into the semifinals. And we're following the Donuts here after they just took out Hungover. They're going up against Team Ash this time. So yeah, as I already explained, Team Ash, they changed a little bit what the Ash stands for. Our shit, here we go again, is the new meaning of the acronym, which is apparently a bit of a meme from Grand Theft Auto, from GTA from 2004 or something along those lines. And yeah, personally I don't know that one, but still, there it is. So they have slightly renamed. Also makes a whole lot of sense because this team has been around in so many iterations for such a long time that it makes perfect sense. Because indeed, here they go again. The Russians trying to just drop everybody with their crazy aggressive strategies and builds. So right now we got as our bans Jojo and Blazer getting banned here in Dragonshire, which means also that we have the King of Dragonshire, Rexa, still up, and Nubarak as a first pick. Nobody going to Rega, not going into Stukov either. I mean, I guess if you go into Nubarak, you're going to be guaranteed to either have Rega or Stukov. So here comes Hanzo. And now I guess we're going to get one of those two supports. Oh, nah. And there he is. Stukov gets taken over Rega, by the way, I might add. Which, I guess, is going to mean we're going to get a Rega pick here. Now, to be fair, with the Nubarak, you can also pair a lot of other stuff, obviously. Stukov, I guess, was also picking Stukov away from the composition, so there's a chance that Team Ash would have loved to play with Rega, but then realized if we go Rega, they are going to pick Nubarak and Stukov together, and that makes it pretty difficult for us if they're starting to snipe our backline. But there's already the King of Dragonshire. Rexa gets locked in. Rega, obviously, also going to be pretty useful here, because, duh, a lot of camps on the map, and in general, the hero is pretty strong these days, ever since the rework hit. So, there's that. Maiev gets banned, which, by the way, leaves technically Zarya open. Is Rutsu really going to take Zarya? Doubt it a little bit, but could happen. Always something that you have to keep in the back of your head whenever Rutsu is playing, but, well. Now, we get Varian banned out, and Varian gets banned for a very similar reason that Team Ash didn't want to have the Nubarak and Stukov combo on the red team side. It's the same setup at the end of the day. You want to go in with a quick stun or with, in this case, a taunt from Varian, and you follow up with Stukov, and then you get the damage in, so they're trying to just deny the sniper composition. The next best thing is Muradin, and that's what they're using here, plus Morenas with Urella at the top. Tricky against Rexa, again, because of the map specifics. But at the same time, if anybody can annoy Rexa a bit, then it's Urel. She at least can jump between lane and the shrine, so that makes it a little bit easier. But at the end of the day, if there's no rotations happening and the players know what they're doing, Rexa is going to have, at the end of the day, very likely the upper hand on this particular map because of the split between Misha and Rexa. So Lunara is in, and we got Hogger together with that. Maka therefore going for Bambi, and Maitrai as the last one. What are we going to get? It is Falstad, the birdie. So Falstad immediately also changes the equation for the top lane a little bit, because if Rexa gets baited into a fight on the shrine, then all that Falstad has to do is fly up and kick his ass, and that's all she wrote. So there's a lot that could happen here. Either way, still a best of 1 before we're heading into best of 3s in the next round. Dragonshire, Team Ash against the Chili Donuts. Here we go! Team Ash against Chili Donuts. On the right side of the map, Renella on Stukov. You have Denardo on Muradin. Morenas on Urel, Maitrai on Falstad, and Bishops is playing Hanzo. Rutsu on Rexa for the Chili Donuts. We have Make and Lunara. And Banana Age today is playing Blackheart's favorite support, Rega, with Lauber on Nubarak. And Skok on Hogger. So totem build as usual, the level 1, 7, 13 and 16 talons, very likely speccing into the Earthbind totem. That's the build these days. And let's get the party here started as we have our little fight in the mid lane. Obviously, as the top lane is taken, this is gonna determine a lot who takes the shrine control. It's gonna be Rexa. Will it be Urel with a bit of support from Maitrai, for example? Or what's going on here? A lot of rotations that you need on the map. You need to hold 3 points pretty much at the same time, so winning big team fights helps you with that. But outside of it, rotations and also sniper comps are very, very successful and good here. Now, all the way up at the top, Morenas is already doing his thing against Skok in this case. So Rexa is actually taking to the bot lane this time. Similar setup applies, obviously. It's still at the end of the day the same play. You have Misha and Rexa splitting between lane and objective. But apparently, Rega's hungry. He wants some chicken. That dog is going straight in for those chicken wings, and Falstad is down. So, Air Muradin is gone. And Morenas... Ooh, there we have it. Yeah, he also has the pigeon skin, if I'm... No, he has the parrot skin, alright. Yeah, pigeon skin is always a little bit, like, weird to me. Like, voluntarily cloaking yourself in the skin of an air rat? I don't really think so. So yeah, I'm not so sure about that. Anyways, first objective is coming up, 1.5 minutes in. So now at the bot lane, Misha has already taken over a bit. Renella and Bishops is gonna try to push that back. Hogger is also moving in and tries to steal the camp down here away. That would actually be really nice for them. If they can pull that one off, that would be fan-fucking-tastic. Because that would put a lot of pressure onto the bot lane. But at the same time, I like what we're seeing here. Because we have Denato and Renella realizing that something is happening on the map. So they're just saying, you know what, we're going to take a Siege Giants. That works obviously too, because that applies some pressure at the bot lane. But we'll see who gets the upper hand here eventually. At this point, it's the top that is in trouble. Yeah, right now, we're seeing them take the entire wall down. And that is already slightly annoying. So, I'm not so sure about that. They're pulling ahead by half a level. And it seems like Team Ash is struggling a bit here. Bot lane, yeah, granted, this is a bit annoying, but as you can already tell, those Siege Giants are not really going to do too much work. Hogger is just pogging it out, or at least Skok is trying. There's the hit, there's the kill. And with the help of those mercenaries at the bot lane, they did at least some damage at the tower. I mean, honestly, a little bit more than some. They nearly took the entire thing down. We now got the Earth Living Enchant on level 1. There's the Bed of Barbs, and already the pressure in the mid lane as the blue team this time has taken control of both of the shrines. Haven't really been able to pressure it too much yet. There's still some resistance in the mid lane as the Chili Donuts are taking position. But Lauba is getting his butt kicked a little bit on the big cockroach. So Nuburak turning it around with another quick stun, following it up with the Impale. But Denardo gets away. The Dwarf is out. With his Dwarf block right here. To the day, I'm still waiting for more suggestions on who's actually tossing that dwarf. It can't be an accident that they named that talent Dwarf Toss. Who tosses the dwarf? Is it really Aragorn? Does Muradin have a pocket Aragorn that he can just simply summon whenever he needs him and that tosses him around? Or who tosses that dwarf? Question over question, Blizzard lore just doesn't explain it. But then again, I guess at the end of the day we need to find a red t-shirt guy and then he can maybe help us. One of the lore bros. Morenas at the top might be in trouble because, yep, the Space Goat is already jumping and that is not really looking good. That's too much to see. Goodbye, Urel. Look at Rega. That's the second kill that he just got. He went for the chicken early and is like, well, you know what? Today I'm trying something different. Today I'm trying some goat. And the goat is apparently pretty sweet. So, yep, there it is. I had friends, as I said, over here for Christmas and for New Year's Eve, and we went from one restaurant to another. We pretty much had reservations every single day while they were in the city, and oof, it was fantastic. It was so much good food. You guys have no idea. And then I realized, honestly, that a lot of the burgers that you can get in Valencia, no matter where you go, they have goat cheese. They really like it here. And I already talked about like that burger combo when you have like the goat cheese and then you have a little bit of mango or fruit in general. That really works well because you have that contrast. People can argue back and forth if it's as good as pineapple on pizza. Personally, I think it's better. But still, should always try some new stuff every now and then. And go a little bit out of the comfort zone, even when it comes down to food. One level ahead, 2 kills ahead, and the first Dragonite in the game. Banana Age. Ooh, yep, he gets out. Nicely done. Maitri was hoping to lock him down. The problem really for the blue team is the level 10 that is approaching. Because with this kill on the fort in the middle, they're taking a massive step towards not only heroic abilities, but also control in the mid lane. And then you take a quick look at the top, and all of a sudden you see that the second fort is also in trouble. So, yeah, that's another one. It's a little bit tricky. Bottom of the map, as you can see, we got our Thornwood Vines by now, as the Dragonite is getting a few more Dragon Breaths out. As usual, the little PSA, if you get a Dragonite, and let's say you play in Plastic League or on Wood League or whatever, don't just right-click towers, move into the middle and get shot by both. Always move to the side, attack the towers a little bit. But more importantly, keep your Dragonite alive. If you are getting attacked by the opponent, just move back a little bit. And every time you have the Dragon's Breath ready, burn down a minion wave. Gives you way more value, especially in the early stages, than just brain AFK, right-clicking a tower and then losing the Dragonite within half a second. So, yeah, there you go. But again, at this point, we currently have 2 kills to 0 and level 10 abilities finally also for Team Ash. Will this time go also into the Flailing Swipe. Give me all the slaps, baby. Slap it. Slap it hard. All of a sudden, ooh, the heal. Yeah, Skok is able to poke his way out. There's the slap. Oh, yeah. Chromie likes it, and she's not even in the game. Indeed it is an Uberak, indeed it is. I've always been saying so, but our girl, ha, she is enjoying it. Don't fetish shame. So with 3 kills to 0, it really seems like the Donuts are absolutely in the driver's seat here. They had the first DK, they're also looking at 2 destroyed forts. They have pretty decent camp control on their side of the map and are using it now with the Siege Giants at the bottom to just push through and try to take the remaining fort down. So far, it hasn't quite worked out, but since the second cap has now also been activated, they can definitely start to use that aura to their advantage and try and drop this, which would eliminate the last outer defense for Team Ash. So they are trying to go for the fight and net themselves some kills. They haven't gotten a single one yet, despite the fact that Hanzo is, as usual, top damage in the game. Yeah, the soy boy here with his hipster beard and his arrow at 27k. And we have a little bit of a deviation away from the norm. But first of all, we have another dead birdie. Yep, the bird is dead again. But as you can see, we got the tidal waves. Alright, more heals from Rhaegar. So this time, no full totem spec. Slight deviation, bit of synergy with a level 4 talent here, of course. So, there it is. They go for pop the Avatar, get cocooned right away. The jump. He's still... Nah, he's fine. He's fine. He's still at the fountain cooldown. Without it, it would have been a problem, but he's okay. The problem is that we have Hogger at the top just brutalizing that lane. Urel is attempting to stop anyone from channeling the Dragonite, but Morenas is already getting attacked. Oops, Muradin is getting attacked at the bottom of the map and dies. Yeah, that is a quick kill against the Dwarf, and also some ults were used. Yes, for example, the Dragon's Arrow from Hanzo, and that didn't really work out for them. So now Skok is heading straight into DK number 2. Coming in with the Battle Axe and aiming for the bot lane. 5 kills to 0. I gotta say, boys, we seem to have very hungry chili donuts today. They did a fantastic job in the first game. And not only did they win it, but they absolutely crushed it. And now they're heading into game number 2 against an opponent that made it the last tournament into the grand final. And they're looking very dominant too. So that's a 2-level lead. 5 kills to 0. Haven't lost a single hero yet. And they're knocking at keep number 1. They haven't won the game yet, but they're definitely making the right moves at this point. They're going once again for Denado. The Dwarf hopping out. Dragonite. Yeah, there's a Dragon's Breath once again. Waiting for the cooldowns to come up. DK gone. Oh, I was already saying, kill number 1 was only Misha. Only Misha. Peter has been informed. Rhaegar ran into that one. But yeah, he's still fine. And here we go. By the way, like, Peter must be the most idiotic organization that exists out there. These guys have gone so far off the rail, it is hilarious. Whenever you check out their social media or anything, the suggestions that these people come up with are fantastic. If you ever are looking for a good laugh, I can highly recommend it. I think at some point they started railing against things we shouldn't say while animals can hear it. Like, for example, 2 birds with 1 stone is clearly offensive and is traumatizing the pigeons around you. So yeah, Peter is fucking amazing. Like, some of the shit is just too good to be true. You're literally reading the stuff that they put out, and you're like, "Is this the Onion? Is someone? Am I being pranked, or are they serious?" That's great. Oh yeah, can highly recommend. You should definitely do it at some point if you're in need of a laugh. If you need to brighten up your day a little bit. But anyways, they have level 16 now. So we have Feign Death, the worst actor in the universe, is once again gonna give it a shot. I highly doubt that anybody is gonna fall for it, but well, we'll see. The Epic Enter is also in play as Anubarak goes straight for his level 16 talent, one of the strongest. When he epically enters the opponent's lineup, then I can tell you there's plenty of stuns to go around. So especially when you know launches, yeah, the burrow charge, and at the epicenter of is there's a mad stun coming out. But the blue team is at least doing one thing. Or the blue team is doing two things right now, and they're doing it pretty well. They are still in control of their keeps. That's kind of important. If you want to make a comeback here, that's the first step. And you have to slowly but steadily get yourself towards level 16. So that's exactly where they're headed right now. If they are able to soak that half level and then force a fight on level 16 talents, that's the ticket back into the game. That's the way you make this work. Win a fight with level 16 talents and then try and take it from there. But obviously, with now control being taken up at the top and down at the bot lane, it seems like we might soon see another Dragonite, and they're already headed towards the mid lane to prevent it from happening. But here's level 16. Falstad has decent output on his level 1, so he's sitting at 70 stacks, but one stun after another! Oh, clutch! Clutch! Morenas, he was hammering that hotkey. He needs a new keyboard after this game, I can tell you that much. That bad boy was just traumatizing the keyboard. That's a key in dire need of a repair, needs to rebind that. Lauber, yeah, he's also doing some work here, but it's Rutsu who channels the Dragonite. And Bishops was able to interrupt the first channel attempt. But yeah, then fell short on the second. And of course, you look down to the bottom of the map, and in the meantime, Catapults and also Mercenaries have started to push straight for the keep. So the situation is really starting to spiral a little bit out of control. Up to this point, there was still a bit of hope left for Team Ash. But unless they literally rise like the phoenix out of the ashes, they are gonna be in real trouble once they lose those keeps. And already we got our girl down here poking a little bit, so Bambi is doing her best. But we'll see. Top side. Dong 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 dong. The pinball dream. There has to be like some Hogger pinball machine. It must exist somewhere. Dragonite, you know what? If they can follow up with a Storm Bolt, there's the jump, there's the gust. Immediately, we're getting the heals and everything spammed on Rutsu. Yeah, he's not going down. Banana Age has his back. Rhaegar is now starting to move in with the rest of them. That's a 5 versus 4 on the other hand, but level 20 talents are insanely close. And guess who's coming from the top lane? It is Hogger, but there's Lunara. Lunara, the first one to fall. But here come the counter kills. Skok wants to clean house. Oh, and he goes for the kill. Rhaegar and Stukov are also dead, so we got a 2-for-2 trade as Hanzo falls and makes it 3. Denado also starting to rush away as the red team turns it and is starting to go once more for keeps. Yeah, they're making the plays right now. And I think that's going to be the first keep. At least. There might be more. Misha soaking some of the shots here, but that keep is gonzo. There's no way to save it anymore. So that bot lane is now wide open, and that's obviously a lane where you have 3. Actually, he's gonna get the kill. Oh, well, maybe not. Oh my god. Muradin survived. Lauber with another shield. You are joking. Oh my fucking god. He actually survives it. Nice. The arrow, he dodges it too. Shrines are activating. The B-step is there. But let's take another look at this. Look at Lauber. 50 hit points. And he gets the shield. Urel jumps in. And Lauber is just escaping as Morenas gets killed. No kill against the cockroach. Lauber survives. 10 kills. 2-3. As they are starting to work on the remaining keeps. I mean, Lauber just doesn't give a fuck at this point. Look at him. He's not even half stone. He's just like, yeah, I don't care. Anything above 50 hit points is fine. Finally. Alright. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. By the way, they did some damage also at the keep in the middle and also the keep at the bottom here, as you can see. So, sorry, the middle. So both of them have been attacked. But I guess this is going to be the final blow here. Once that they have the Dragon Knight, they should be able to make a play straight up for the core. I would be shocked if they didn't. 39,000 damage for Lulnara. 56,000 for Hanzo. And Hogger is the one that trades in his bowling ball there for a quick battle axe. Yeah, and how do you stop this? The only thing that you can try is get level 20 and maybe flank them, and that's exactly what they've been attempting to do, but as you can see, they don't have the experience yet. They're still shy a few more points before they hit their Storm Talons, so the blue team is in a real pickle here. The Dragonite moving through the middle to obliterate another keep. I guess technically there's a chance that Team Ash is defending the core for now, but of course they're losing ground by the minute. 150,000 damage for Hogger on Siege, and they are starting to go deep for the keep, and they get it. Another keep eliminated. Level 20 finally in the hands of Team Ash. More slaps for Stukov. Chromie is going to be happy about it. Yeah, the only thing that excites Chromie more is an Oriole on the other side. When that whip comes through, oh my god, she goes wild. Turns straight into that. But yeah, anyway, so for now, as you can see, only one keep standing for Team Ash. Topside is taking a little bit of damage. At least the wall is down over here. But the blue team now has to be aggressive, and they know it too. Their only chance is to try and force fights on the other side of the map. If they wait too long, the lanes are going to push against them, and then they're going to be in real trouble here. There's already the boars unleashed. Yeah, they're looking for the stun. Misha heading out once again. And to be fair, the Donuts, they gotta be a little bit careful. They bought themselves, of course, a lot of times. Even with a full 5-man wipe, Team Ash would not be able to go for the core. Would maybe get a keep, if so. But you gotta be careful right now, if you are the red team. Because there's plenty of situations in the past, where you have taken so many of those keeps, and then you take a stupid team fight, you lose it, you get wiped, and then you lose the game eventually. So what they should do now is just play it a little bit slower, let those lanes at the bottom and the middle push, use those catapults. And keep in mind, we're only 18 minutes into the game. Now, it feels longer, but with 2 keeps taken down, we're only at the 18-minute mark. So those catapults, they definitely hurt when they get to those structures, but it's not like they're two-shotting the core or anything like that. So you need to buy them a bit of time if you really want to make a play on the macro side here. But as they scale, there's that. So right now, we have still another camp taken apart. Obviously, in an ideal world, Chili Donuts is just waiting for the next objective. Fawcett, by the way, 110 stacks for him now. Translates currently into 36,000 damage that he has here. Yeah, and they steal it. Oh, even going for the wind tunnel here. All right. There's the arrow. Oh, beautiful combo. Doesn't bring them a kill, but it looked good for sure. The arrow, the wind. Oh, maybe, yeah, let me know. Yeah, Urel is dead. She's gone, and they're gonna get even more. So initially, they were the ones starting the entire combo. Now they lost 3, but I must say that the thought was there. They went for the wind tunnel. They used Stukov shortly afterwards to lock them down even further, and Hanzo's arrow connected well. But as you can tell, it didn't really help them for all too long. All of a sudden, the Donuts turn it around. They survive the initial onslaught, and then they can just push for the core. 14 kills to 3, and the Donuts with a really nice showing here today. I like it. Well done in round number 1. Now in the second round of the second qualifier for the X-Cup Winter, they've also done spectacularly well, and they take a deserved victory on Dragonshire against Team Ash. GG, and well played.